Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Kumusta? Apple Kisses vlog. Hello, my dear sister. How are you? Kumusta? How's things going in Manila? This is Scott Expat in the Philippines live. Friday night live, guys. And Salamat sis. Much appreciated. 2 thumbs up, baby. Sis. How's everybody treating you in Manila? It's great to see. Sorry, my apologies for me being late, guys. The movie tonight on our TV on Channel 7. Yeah, same here, but not as much, sis. They're slowly lifting restrictions here. Also, kids are back at school. They went back Tuesday. But today, Keilor Downs recorded its first COVID-19, and the young kid that was tested positive, they shut the school down. So kids go to school Tuesday, and then today shut down. Got to clean up. Got to get rid of all the, disinfect everything and try and get rid of it. So, it's not good, but these things happen. Tonight, as I was about to say before I interrupted myself, our Channel 7 likes puts on movies on a Friday night, and it's supposed to start at 8:30, but unfortunately the other program, Better Homes and Gardens, didn't finish until 8:45. So therefore, that puts the movie back, and that means it doesn't finish till 10 till 11. And then I had to help Mum. I had to help Gran into bed and get her organised. And she's good, Apple Kisses, but not really. She's holding her own, and she's just not the best at the moment, though. Thanks to the second person, the second likes. Much appreciated, guys. So today went in, picked up Arlene from work. I'm going to do a video today. I had one and I put it in trash because I wasn't happy with it, because my channel is family orientated, all about family, and that's what, I'm not one to be vocal in some things. I don't want to be vocal in some things, even though it might peeve me off. I try and keep it to a minimum if I can. I don't like to rant. It's not me. I like to just show that we're family orientated and we do family things and stuff like that. So, and with CJ in the car, it makes it hard. So I just look at him when I'm in the car driving, and when I'm about to do a video, and I start to have my say, and then I just look at him through the video, and I just can't do it. I just can't have a rant as much as I would like to, but it's nothing important. So, it was going to be about what was going on in America, but that'd be flogging a dead horse when the news is on, and if you sort of report things that aren't factual or true, even though it is what's going on, you could be liable for a lawsuit. So I want to go there, Dave. But yes, it's still the ECQ is not good. As I said, we've slowly lifted our lockdown laws, even though one school's been closed down with this cluster that they've found at Keilor Downs Primary School, which is probably not far from here. It's only about a good hour down the highway to back down to Melbourne. So, and we went past this Keilor, so it the meat company that was up with this that was going on, where they had to close down that because of the COVID-19. So they closed it down for a while, sent the staff home, had the other staff all treated. Sorry, guys, I've got to get comfortable. Seats in the wrong position. Hardly moves it. But, it's one of those things. Big shout out to Mugsy's Organic. She's got a live stream on now. Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Asana Canal 38. Tim Dizak. Maricris Albina. Dave's Poems and Songs. Hello, guys. Big shout out to you. Raymark Barakua. Hello. Yaya Pao Princess, the observer that knows nothing. Heave Up channel. Wishing you in a MJ's vlog. Could guys, get there. Carabin Betty's vlog. Panoy Ahoy. Minty Coconut, big shout out to you guys. Mountain Man, big shout out. Rochelle Batikas. Inday Aileen. Big shout out to Arlene. Inday Lynn's my wife. Carabin Betty's vlog, big shout out. And check out the Rileys, big shout out to you guys. Kerr, the Fire and vlog, big shout out. That's what I meant to say. So these guys are on now. Irene Torres, big shout out. Yeah, so it's not good when this is all happening and uh, they lift what's going on with the. It's only milk. Already had me coffee. It's not good when lockdown is around, but we're slowly getting out of it and everything's slowly coming back. Traffic's starting to pick up a little bit, not much. Got a box. Big shout out to. Hey, Brit in the Philippines. I can't say those people that you're giving shout out to. On the phone. Sorry, Brit in the Philippines. It's on the phone. I'm giving a shout out to them. Maybe when they get off, when they finish with Mugsy Organic, they might come over. I don't know. She's on at the moment, and everybody's over there, so it's cool. It's fine. No stress. I love watching Mugsy's Organic and seeing Tropical Tim in the Philippines and all my good friends, all our good YouTube friends. It's great to see. We're all great friends. We all get along all right. We have no issues. So that's great. That's what I love to see. How are you, Brit in the Philippines? Kumusta? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Oh, my Filipino, my Tagalog or Cebuano or Visayas is getting a little bit better. But yeah, we went in and picked up Arlene today. CJ's still going, would you believe? 3-year-old, and he's rocking around, making noises like you would not believe. And I think that's because he's had too much sugar. His sugar levels are high and he's bouncing. Poor daddy. But he'll come down with a big crash. Hello, Adrian Gibson. I saw one of your lives. We have a Brit in the Philippines. We have Apple Kisses Vlog, who is my sister. And we have Adrian Gibson, a Brit in the Philippines, and Apple Kisses Vlog. Say hello to each other, guys. How's things been there in over in Perth, Adrian Gibson? And how's things there in Negros, a Brit in the Philippines? You'd be still in lockdown at the moment, still, yes? Or is everything going okay? I haven't had a chance to catch up with everybody's videos, guys. I'm just been busy all day running around, going into the city, coming home, going into the city and picking up Arlene and coming back again. And then I had to go out with Mum when we got home to take back a pair of shoes. So I'm fine. Thanks, Adrian Gibson. All's good here. Have no drama. It's usual Friday night live. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not doing Saturdays. I'm only doing one live stream that's on Friday. Now, what happens here is I'm doing one live stream on a Friday night. Now, if I don't make it on a Friday night, it will be on Saturday. We will be on a Saturday if I'm not on a Friday night, okay? but at the same time, 11 o'clock Australia time, 8 o'clock Philippine time on a Saturday. Getting better. They have opened pretty much the whole state for travelling now. Oh, good. That's great. It's great to hear, Adrian. What about you, a Brit in the Philippines? How's things there in Negros? I tell you what, Adrian, what's going on? I just saw the news, man. For the first time, I sat down and I was seeing the news. It's so depressing. It's not funny. What's going on over there in the US? It's just stifling. I could say a few things. Jamcat, hello, kumusta? How are you? Thank you for coming. Much appreciate seeing you here again. It's great. Jamcat, we have Adrian Gibson. We have a Brit in the Philippines. And we have Apokissa's vlog. That's my sister. Oh, it's daylight there still. Over. Whereabouts are you, Jamcat? What? Are you in the US or England or Saudi? I'm gonna get around to watching everybody. I'm trying to get around to watching everybody's videos. It's just what? Oh, how's things there, Jamcat? Everything calm, normal? Because what's happening in Minneapolis and LA is just beyond a joke at the moment. And, I feel sorry for what's going on over there. Like, it's sort of, they just coming out of lockdown, and then this happens where an African American gets pulled over by the police for some reason. I don't know. There's got to be a reason to some things. I'm not going to elaborate too much because you can be open to lawsuits, especially in America. But he shouldn't have done it. Put his knee in his neck and suffocated him, if that's what happened. 2, the other one should have just, the one that he was arresting, should have just gone peaceably and none of this would have happened. So, I sort of feel sorry for him in a way, but I don't, because obviously he done something wrong to be arrested in the first place. And but in another way, just because you got a badge and a rifle and you work for the Minneapolis Police Department doesn't give you the right to suffocate a person to death. So apparently 4 officers have been stood down and arrested. So some good's come out of it, but all this rioting and looting, that's not good. Can't be good. It's not good for America. It's not a good look, America, and that's as much as I'm going to say, guys. I'm sorry, I don't want to be open to lawsuit for something that I might not say. We've had a guy here that was arrested on the highway, the Southeastern Highway, and he just kept coming at the police. And they told him to put his knife down, and wouldn't. They used pepper spray on him, and they used that other thing that gives you a charge. Didn't do anything, and they gave him fair warning and he didn't take it, and they put him down. And fortunately, he didn't make it. So I'm sorry to see that happen, especially in our country. It's not good. But apparently, the guy had priors, I suppose, and he's been known to police. For what reasons, I don't know. But it's one of those things, guys, unfortunately. And I just like to see some calm come back into America, especially in. It just amazes me what happens in Minneapolis gets carried over into California. For what? They don't even know him. I know he shot I know one of their police officers shot an Australian lady. She heard some noises outside her house. She rang the police. Did the right thing, rang the police. They came and investigated. She happened to be outside. I think the officer mistook her for one of the, people that she thought that was breaking into her house. And whether it was an accident, but he shot her, and you just can't do that, At least ask the lady what she's doing before you draw your firearm, for crying out loud. But it's not good. It really isn't good. And look, our police here, with that gentleman over in the southeastern side of town, he was told to put his knife down about 15 times, and he still kept coming at him. So in self-defense, what are you going to do? And they gave him pepper spray, and they gave him the other thing with the taser. That's what it was, taser. Didn't do anything. So he must have been on the drug that they've been saying that takes a while to bring someone down. So he came down with a big thud, unfortunately. And it wasn't a good look for the police, but it wasn't also a good look to see that if you were driving on the southeastern freeway, it would have held up traffic and everything. But I don't feel sorry for people if they don't do what. The police have got a job to do. They got a badge. They got a gun. Yeah, they got firearms. They got a baton also. But if someone's not going to listen and you get whacked for not listening to what a policeman says to you and you keep coming at them, they've got every right to defend themselves. Except for the case in America. He should have been, yes, put down on the ground, face thing, but not knee in the back of the neck and to suffocation stage. That's not a good look. They're a law enforcement officer. They've got a job to do, yes. But they need to... Yes, I agree with you, Jam Cat. It's not good. And, it's... Yeah. Look, the news goes all over the world these days. And what we see. And it's not good in Minneapolis. This happened in Minneapolis, and then LA's doing the same thing. Copycat. What's that tell the rest of the world? Everybody's got a right to riot against the police force, against the law, loot. For what? It's not going to do anyone any good. No one. It's not going to do no one any good. And I just wish everybody would calm down. I know this COVID-19 has put some people to the wall. It's also done some damage to people with jobs, out of work, stuff like that. Hey, as I was going to say, when I was going to do my video in the car today, one of my topics would have been, now what does the government, could the government have handled this any better? I reckon they could have. I reckon they could have let it go, let everybody be at work, and just have everybody health checked with the thing, done their health checks at work, employers made to put on a medical nurse or something like that to do checks with the the temperature. Would that have helped? I think it would have, and everyone probably would have been able to have their job. Also, cleaning staff on the trains when the trains are on peak, they could have just wiped over all the thing. They do that here in Melbourne. They've got people walking up and down. I saw one the other day. They're wiping the pole. Like, okay, I thought to myself, why are you wiping the pole? You're supposed to be wiping the pedestrian crossing button. Why wipe the whole pole? Because everybody tends to grab hold of the pole. I didn't think of that. Sometimes you might grab the pole if you've high heel brakes and whoops, But it's one of those things, and they're doing a job. They're doing a good job, guys. They really are here. They're keeping Adrian. They're spectacular. They are cleaning the poles. They are cleaning the pedestrian push buttons. I actually saw two of them, one on either side today, wiping the pedestrian button after a person's pressed it. So the person's walked up, pressed the button, it's gone ding, 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 ding. So they've walked across, and then the person's walked over and wiped it down. That's good. She waited for her to get on the other side of the road and walk out of plain view so she could wipe the pedestrian button, which was great. But, I agree. It is sad these days. We can't do much about it. But, what do you do? Big shout out to Philly in the Philippines, to Philo in the Philippines, Kamusta. Hope everyone's good there. Turn this iPad off because it's. I'm going to the door, put it back on the charger. But, it's sad the way things are going. It really is. I'm finding it very sad the way things are going. Look, I know it's probably pushed a lot of people to the brink, especially with that being out of work and no job and mortgages to pay, kids to feed, send to school. Doesn't get any easier. And you know what the worst part about it here is the banks here in Australia are now putting, if you've got a mortgage or a loan, the banks are now putting another loan on top of that loan. So do you ever get your head above water to try and save yourself, to try and get on in this world? It is just ridiculous. Yeah, so how's things, Britt in the Philippines, and Mel? How are you guys going? What's the weather like over there? Adrian Gibson, what's it like in Perth? What's the weather like? Everything good? How are you been, mate? It just makes me wonder why things happen the way they do. We've just come out of COVID-19, and those slowly coming out of COVID-19, and some of us are still in lockdown, and other places are opening. As Adrian said, they're pretty well much the whole state there in Perth is opening up again, which is good, and people from Perth can now drive to Victoria if they wanted to, or to South Australia if they want to, or head up north to Queensland, or over to up to Darwin. That's great to see. It makes it a lot easier when your country opens up, and people slowly. Our state government here has told employers not to, rush their staff back to work straight away, especially with the trains. I think they want the trains to be running on a 15% capability rather than 100% capability, where everyone's sort of, not like this on the train. So it makes it harder to control what's going on. So if we can at least keep our employees that work. Hey, a British expat in the Philippines. How are you, John and Jane? Is this on the Jamcat, Adrian Gibson, Brit in the Philippines, Apple Kisses vlog? Everything is, my day, bloody hectic, mate. I took Arlene into work, as you know, because I was on your live this morning, and I came back, and she was only in there till 12 o'clock, and it's a good hour, 50 minutes into Melbourne, and 50 minutes back into thing. So it's a good, you could say it's nearly a good 2 hours. So going in and out of Melbourne. So I left there, I think about 9:30. The time I stopped at McDonald's and gave CJ some chips and a egg and bacon McMuffin, which he didn't have. And I got him an apple juice, which I didn't pay for, because I thought I asked for a kids meal, John and Jane, and unfortunately, not that early in the morning at 10 o'clock, they don't do kids meals. Last time I got one, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Well, that's great, mate. That's good. It's like they're doing the brick wall for your fence and that. It's great to see. I'll catch up with a couple of your videos later on before I go to bed, John and Jane. Did you do a video today on the fence? No, I had a moustache then. Yeah, so by the time I got home, it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No problems, John and Jane. Much appreciated. Are you on tomorrow live, or try and catch the show? But I end up getting the end bit of your live stream because I'm still asleep when you're on at 5 in the morning. But your live streams are very good. I like watching them. You're very informative, and you got some good content there too, which is great to see. Thanks, Brett Glasgow. No, Rose. No, I love watching you guys. I love watching. Hey, does Dennis Adams live next door to you or down the road from your place? He's got a lovely property. I hope he doesn't chop down that big tree at the front. It's beautiful. Gives a lot of good shade too come summertime. Sorry, guys. Itchy. Yeah, he's got a good property there. It's very nice. Beautiful hacienda. He's in the US, but they built a house near us, just 30 minutes away. Oh, okay. Well, that's not far. Yeah, it's a lovely property. And so is yours too, by the way. Your house is lovely, the one that you're putting the fence up around. Look, that's what we're doing too. I'm planning to retire there as well. The moment while Mum is still with us, we'll probably just go for visits back and forth to home. But we are planning to build on our block up at Sogod. Probably we were supposed to head over back home this Christmas, but it's looking more like probably. Yeah, that's the best way of doing it, John and Jane. The best way to do it is slow and got it there on a limited budget, and it makes it easy. And because things, even though they are cheap, and when you look at the Australian dollar, which is say 100 Australian dollars is 3,330 pesos, if I stand corrected. Which would probably buy you would I be guessing 1,000 hollow bricks if you're lucky, to start building a house. And because we got a up where we are, John and Jane, up at Sogod, we're gonna land is sort of, it's not steep, it's like that. And we're building up, we're going to build up here, and we're going to put cement base down first, and then the house on top of the cement base. And I want NEPA up there, because we've got 2 blocks of land. We've got one up there at Sogod, and we've got one down at Cordova. Hang on, I'll be able to tell you in a minute. Keller Wanson, and which is just out of Cordova on Muckton Island, and it's been developed, so it's good, but it'll take 10 years to get that all sorted out. So when we finish paying that land off too, which is good. So we're looking forward to getting the ball rolling on both properties, but we're gonna probably build up at Sogod first. Don't want to overstretch, and we'll try and work out a few things before we start on the other house. But we've got 400 square meters, and we've put dwarf coconut plants around the perimeter. I think they grow, if you ask Jane, I think they're about 7 foot. I don't think they go any higher than that, because they're only dwarf coconut palms that we've got on the property. So we've sort of got a gate like that, where we can walk up through, and the other roads up the top at the back of the property. So we might use that as the back, and you walk up in front. It's good to have properties here. So you decide to live here when... Yes, it's... Well, this what we're in now, in Sunbury, is my mum's property. So it then, if anything, touch wood, happens, hope it doesn't, touch wood, that half goes to me, half goes to my brother. So we will probably put a bit towards our land up there and a bit towards our house here, so we can then go back and forth. Yeah, I will do, John, and Jane. It will be good. I have done a few vlogs. My earlier it's funny, on the phone. It only goes to a certain part you can go to, like if you scroll down. But on the laptop, you can go all the way down to where I first started, when I first met Terence and Beth. And it's got our block up at that point. I think we only had 200 square meters, and now we've got 400. We've still got to pay the 400th off. So I will be doing vlogs when I go back home next year. I will be doing a vlog when we were in Cebu. So looking forward to it. Can't wait. Once all this is, sorry guys. Just turn this off because it's a distraction. Yeah, so Salamat. Snowy's an Australian Border Collie. She's got a blue. She's what they call a blue merle, John. She's got the blue eye here and the brown eye here. Thank you, James Cat, for staying with us. I really do appreciate all my subscribers, everyone. It's lovely around here. It really is. I wouldn't bring Snowy over to the Philippines because I know they get mange and that very quick for because they only have to lay down and unfortunately they can get fleas very quickly there and they get mange. The coat looks terrible and she'd look terrible over there if she was because she's got such a beautiful coat and she only got bathed last week and I had her on my tummy today on the couch inside here just in the next room. It was fun. she loves being with us, but I try not to encourage her too much of a night time when we're about to go to bed because I can't have her in here of a night. She did a whoopsie outside and I had to put her out. So it wasn't the other one. It was the wee wee and wee wee miss you. And I had to put her out, unfortunately, outside because I was looking all over CJ's bedroom, our bathroom, our toilet, because I left both the doors open so she could go in there if she needed to be. But yeah, she's a good dog. She's just so lovable. Loves CJ to bits. Sometimes. It's a crack up watching the two of them play. He gives her thank you. Much appreciate the likes, guys. Thanks. Yeah, she just loves him to death, but sometimes she just looks at him as if to because CJ can get a bit overzealous, which means hello Ned cheers, como está? Thank you for coming. British expat, we have Jamcat and we had Nettie Cheers. Nettie Cheers, we have a British expat in the Philippines. Jamcat, Adrian Gibson, a Brit in the Philippines. Apple Kisses Vlogs. Say hello, guys. Yeah, so, she gets a little bit overzealous, my dog, sometimes. But she can really have fun with CJ. She sometimes she can get a bit too carried away too. She just about knocked him over, but he's getting that big now. He's getting a big boy. for a 3-year-old. You're getting big. He's going a 4-year-old kinder next year, and Daddy's going to have a bit of a break because I might be able to get some things around here done as well as look for work, proper job, and pay some bills and stuff like that we need to pay. So I'll be looking forward to doing that and getting back to work probably. But see, I've got to get a job that's, because Arlene works in the city, I've got to get a job that's reasonably close that I can get the hours to go and pick up CJ. Thanks, Nettie. Cheers. Much appreciated, darling. So, it makes it harder. How old is your boy? CJ is 3, turned 3 on the 5th of March this year. He goes to 4-year-old kinder next year. His birthday's on the 5th of March. And he was born 2017, John and Jane. But I think he must have had a sugar high today. Thank you, British expat in the Philippines. Yeah, so he's just adorable, and I must admit the other day he wasn't, but I saved you guys that video not to watch. I had to delete it. It wasn't good. Thank you, John and Jane. He's got Arlene's side of the family in him, not me. He takes after Arlene, doesn't take after me. He's half Filipino, half Aussie. Which is good. It's a good mixture. I think he's got my temper though. And he might have a little bit of Arlene's temper. But no, he's a good kid. Hate taking him to the shops though, because I'm always put my hand in my pocket. He's spoiled, boy, because he's our own. He's our first and only child, and Arlene wants to give him the things she never had when she was a kid, or what her brothers had. So we're trying to do that and try and be a bit disciplined with him as well, so it makes it easy on us. And he's just so, he loves it back home. He loves. I thought that the heat would knock him about, John and Jane. I thought the heat would really knock him around, but he was really good. Yes, Filipino love, and don't get me wrong, I love him dearly too, but he's just adorable. Yes, I agree with you there, John. They want to make up for what they didn't have back home in the Philippines, because things aren't what we can afford to what they can afford. It's little compared to what we can give them. And like, if you have a look at one of his videos I did the other day where he was in watching TV, Paw Patrol, he's got always cars on the floor in there. Sometimes I've got to pack them up and put them away because I just get sick of picking them up. He's got his train set and Thomas the Tank train set, and it's just like, shit, where do you go? And sometimes you do get sick of picking them up, but sometimes you love picking them up because you love helping. Girls are 20 and 18, but Jane treats them like babies still. That's fair enough. I don't blame her. I would too. If we could, which we can, probably have another one, but by that time I'll be 80. I'm 54 now. I'll be 80 before he turns 20. If we have another one now, so it makes it hard. But you just love them, bring them up the best. Paw Patrol. Okay. Yeah. CJ's favourite one's Chase or Marshall. The little puppy dog Marshall, the fire one. He loves Marshall. He loves Chase too as well. We got him slippers with Chase on them. Haven't seen them since. I think Arlene's put them away in the drawer, so which is good because keepsakes. Oh look, when they turn 20 and you can embarrass them. These were yours when you were. Oh, when they turn 21. Sorry, these were yours when you were this young. And then go, oh, Dad. Oh, Mom. Do you really have to? But it's all good. It's all good. It's all been fun, mate. It's the main thing. Just you and me on John and Jane tonight. By the look of things, everybody. I'm not sure if Jamcat's still with us. Need Cheese still here, I think. I think they're all here. They're listening. Love them all. Love all my dear subscribers so much. Jamcat's still here. Yay! Bless her heart. Yep, just listening. Gee, just as well. Thank you, girls. Much appreciated. It will be good when he will be teenager. You can be buddies. Yeah, we're pretty well much buddies at the moment. Sometimes. We bought him a push bike. He hasn't ridden it yet. But then when I look at it, John and Jane, I have since Arlene's got 3 days work still, which is good. There was a couple of weeks there that it dropped, and she only had 1 day a week. But now no problems, mate. You're welcome. Thanks, John and Jane. Very well, much appreciated, guys. I'm actually going to take a comfort break. I'll be back in a minute. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being patient. Yeah, much appreciated, John and Jane. Thank you. You guys got to get up early in the morning, do your live. No stress there, guys. All good. Yeah, he's a good little kid, and he loves to play. Just loves to play. Daddy's got to loosen up a little bit too. Good night, mate. Take care. See you in the morning. Probably won't be up at 5, but I'll be there for you. And thank you for talking with me. It's much appreciated, John and Jane. Jane Pink, hello. Kumusta? Salamat po. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated, Jane. There you go. So, when you look at things and life the way it's going, you sometimes wonder what's going to happen, especially over in America. The innocent people that are getting caught up in all this. Over. Good night, John. I'll catch us in the morning, okay? When you look at it, you sort of wonder what's going on, what the poor innocent people that are caught up in all this, what could be going on in their minds, you know? If it's getting to the point, Koto Han, hello, kumusta? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Yeah, they must be wondering what is going on, those poor innocent people, and they would be wondering whether it's going to hit the suburbs, you know, because it's just not good. It really isn't good, and it's actually ugly, and I feel sorry for those in America, especially in Minneapolis and Los Angeles that have got lovely and beautiful homes. You know, I just hope it doesn't get way out of control. I hope the National Guard gets brought in and can calm everybody down, because that's what needs to happen. Because the police are like our police here, limited numbers on a population. Now, there's over nearly 250,000 people living in Australia, probably a little bit more. And, you know, there's only so many police in one specific suburb of each suburb, and they've restricted to like 10 police officers, men and women, in a certain area. So it doesn't make it any easy, and I tend to think, look, you know, bring the National Guard in, help calm everybody down, help calm the situation down, because it's not a good look. and I feel sorry for the innocent Americans caught up in all this. I really do. It's just so sad that, after COVID-19 and people are letting their anger go out. And, I do know that it was over a person that was arrested for doing something. So I still don't know what he did. To be put down on the ground like he was and kneed in the back, I don't know what he did. And it was the way I think the officer carried out the arrest. I think that officer could have handled it a bit better. I really do. I think the 4 officers could have handled the situation a bit better. Now they've lost their jobs, and I think one's been cited for murder. So, it's not going to look good for him in jail, especially with what's going on. But, it's one of those things, guys. It just happens, and we need to at least have a bit of calm. Wouldn't happen. I don't think it'd happen here. I hope it doesn't happen here. Trust me. We've had one person being pulled over the other day and shot dead because he didn't do what he was told to do, but he was on drugs, I think. I could be assuming he was on drugs. I take that back, but he was tasered. He was told numerous times to put the knife down, and yet he still kept coming to police. So unfortunately, they shot him and put him down. He did have I'm not sure whether he had priors, but he did. Was known to police. I'll put it that way. Make it easier there. He was known to police, so you've just got to look at it this way. They're the law. They got the badge. Some unfortunately do take the legal bounds of their job to another high. But when you look at it, they've got a job to do. And it's not an easy job trying to calm people down, trying to keep calm, trying to keep the law. But as I said, one Australian girl was shot dead by an American police officer, and only because she just went outside to check and see if there was who was out there, and the police officer drew his gun and shot her dead. Not a good thing, but overzealous, overthinking, overstretching his legal, being a deputy sheriff. I feel sorry for the man, I really do. You feel sorry for him afterwards because they're going through so much here to keep the law in control of the world. They're put in that spot by me, you, and everybody out there. Yeah, that's why I feel more safer in the Philippines than I do in my own country, would you believe? because every corner next to every sorry store, there might be a bank there. There might be a bank there. There might be a bank here. There might be a bank there. There's a security guard in every bank. There's a security guard inside every bank and one outside the door. There's a security guard in immigration and one inside, depending on what immigration you go to in the Philippines. But I feel more safer there than I do here. You know, yes, you got the right. And yes, they have got the law and they do wear a badge that we gave them to uphold the law and the constitution of those laws. Australia hasn't got a constitution where we can bear firearms, unlike America. We got rid of our firearms when John Howard was in. A buyback system where the government brought back the firearms on market value of the firearm. So say you pay $1,500 for your rifle, it's only worth $800. So you hand it in and you get your $800. But there's a gun shop in every part of America's cities. So, you know, I could sell my gun here today and I can go down the street and buy another one. But here in Australia, gun shops are slowly going out. I think in another couple of years, gun shops will be non-existent here in this country. Only the police have firearms. Farmers used to have rifles here to shoot feral pigs, stray dogs that you don't know. Or put down the occasional cow or horse if it come, you know, if it come a grief, even if you were riding it and you had your Winchester repeater like John Wayne did in the holster on the saddle, like I had when I was up north. You know, these things are there. Many years ago that happened. I had that. You know, I used to work on boundary fences and properties and work for my cousins. Used to go pig shooting a fair bit, roo shooting a bit. Don't think I ate a roo, but we used to cull the roos in some areas. But, you know, them days are gone, sadly, because areas get built up, populations build up in certain country towns and that, so you can't do it as much as what you would love to. You know, you can't go out in the bush because people go camping now. Yeah, if you shoot someone, you'd be liable for murder. So, you know, those days are desperately gone, which, when I look back at it, it's probably for the best. But in America, you have the right in your constitution to bear arms, and that was there since the 1700s when they first landed there. And it was written in the Constitution back in the 1800s, before the American Civil War. especially with the open ranges, with the American Indians, the Apaches, the Shoshone, the Crow, the Blackfoot, Sioux, Arapaho, Navajo, um, Mohican, and Huron tribes up north. These were a period where Stagecoach ran the prairies. Pony Express went from one end of the country to the other delivering mail. And they had a right to bear a firearm, whether it be a Colt 45, Marine issue. I think that's right. I might be wrong there. But yeah, they had the right to bear firearms back then. So, and it was in the Constitution. So, yeah, if you got the right to bear arms, can't complain about it, Every farmer in America had a firearm. I think every American still does have a firearm. But, there will be, I don't know, I think in my book, I think America needs to reassess. I'm not saying get rid of your firearms. I'm just saying I think America needs to reassess the Constitution, and I think they need to reassess the licensing process. I think they also need to take the M16s and machine guns off the market. Gun shops need to, I think the army need to take them back and keep them in the army, in the Navy and in the Air Force. I think those who were a Marine or think, yeah, okay, you could have a pistol, no drama, that's fine. You got a license for it, you got a license to carry it, that's fine. You've got the right to protect yourself within reason. So, we just need to practice those rights and keep calm and not carry them in the car so much, but put them in a holster on the side of our arms down here, or keep them inside the house locked up in a safe somewhere where no one knows where they are. But, as far as I'm concerned, it's scary what's going on over there now. And I don't blame them because, they've come out of this COVID-19 and it's been scary for all of them. It's been scary for everybody, really, when you look at it. There's been a lot of lives lost, especially in New York City. And, it's not going to make it any easier on them to be able to, there's been lessons that they should have taken up for the big Columbine.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone's just about gone. I got 3 in the house and 8 likes.
Who's there?
Well, Jane and John are gone to bed. That's Jane's and John's thing. And Nitty Cheers and Jam Cat's still here.
Back. I'm gonna.
And Koto Hannah. So, Columbine, there's been some shootings in different areas, guys. It's just so sad. It's so sad to see. And, I scratch my head. Okay, America, you got the right to bear firearms. You got the right to carry a firearm and you got the right to have a firearm. That's good. But just keep them locked up in a safe where your kids can't get them, more to the point. go to the gun range. If you've got a gun range, go to that and keep them locked up there. A clubhouse, or farmers lock them up in a safe somewhere where no one knows where they are, except for yourself, and keep the key somewhere hidden. But that's all I'm going to say on the matter, guys. It's just sad. I'm sorry to say, and my deepest sympathies go out to the families, to the man here in Australia that was shot. My deepest sympathies go to the family, because they must have tried hard and real hard to try and get his mindset right, and unfortunately it didn't help. And it's just a sad process we're all going through, and hard times we're going through at the moment, and it's not going to get any easier. If you go toting around with firearms trying to prove a thing, guys, we need to lay down our arms and just take care and look after our fellow men, and hopefully they look after us too as well, and just stick by, because this COVID-19 is not over by a long shot either. They say there's going to be a second wave. When? I don't know. But we just got to keep practicing washing up, personal hygiene, and look after ourselves. That's all, can't do any more than that. So how's everybody else going? I'm going to get off that subject now. Fire in the house. How are you guys? Come down. It's too cold up there. Come down and get a beer. Enjoy the company down here. Love to see you here, guys. It's just great to see, and I appreciate the 8 likes. Thank you. Very much appreciated, guys. Ronaldine Siloan, hello. How's baby Jack? How's my boy Steve? What's he up to? I got a bit of a dry mouth at the moment. Drinking too much soft drink and milk. Good morning. Oh, is it really? Oh, probably is too, yeah. Oh, yes, it is. 20 past 12. Hello, sweetie. ¿Cómo está? We have Ronaldine Siloan. We have Cotto Han. We have British expat John and Jane are gone to bed, I think. Jane's pink. Hey, Steve. ¿Cómo está? 10 likes. Wow. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. 6 in the room. Salamat. Thank you, Ronaldine. Arlene Indelin, your sister was on it earlier. Nettie Chi, are you here still? Jamcat, you still here, darling? Adrian Gibson, are you still here, or are you gone to beddy, boys? I'm being a smart aleck now, aren't I? Joke, joke, joke. A Brit in the Philippines, you still here? I think they're going to bed. Or they're still up and they're not saying nothing to me. Joke, guys. Good on you. Thanks, Ronaldine. Oh, guys, it's been a big day today. Yes, I will take a look at that for you tomorrow, Ronaldine. I didn't do a video today. I think I covered what I was going to do tonight in tonight's video live stream. So you might be able to check back later and have a listen to what I say. If you agree with me, that's fine. I've got no issues. If you disagree with me, that's fine too as well. I have no problem with that either, guys. It's just my opinion on what should happen, and I just think America should lay down their arms and just give each other a hug. It's better than carrying a gun. That's nice, Ronaldine. Thank you. Salamat. What else did we do? I went in and took Arlene into work this morning, didn't I, sweetie? And and then went back in to pick you up. Lou and Jenny, hello, sweetie. How's Jay? Is he still up and about, walking around, going to work, or? Arlene Inde Lins is here. My wife, Rona Lynn Silowan, is here. Oh, okay. No worries, Rona Lynn. Steve, take care. Better do what you're doing. Going tomorrow to Happy Hut. So have a Happy Hut doesn't open till you're at work, Luann Jenny. Happy Hut opens about 8 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, Luann. How's Jay? I did talk to him earlier this morning. Bye, Ronaldine. Jamcat's still with us. Jamcat, my wife Arlene Indelins says hello to you. Check out her channel when you get a chance, Jamcat. Oh, that's right. It's work. What time is it there, Luan? Jenny? What time is it in America where you are? He's doing a live tomorrow, isn't he, Luan? Arlene? Luan said to say hello. 10:43 a.m. Okay, it's 12:48, I think, 47 here, Luan. Jay was saying to me today that he's got a live stream tomorrow, and I think he's doing because I want to talk to him about if I get the chance, probably today after work. Okay, which will probably be my time in the morning, he'll be on. Okay, that's all right. That's fine. Yeah, I want to try and talk to him about the StreamYard that goes up in this. Get it, that corner there. Nah, it's all right. It's okay. You were correct, Luan. It will be after his work today. But my time in the morning, I think he will be around 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock early. I'm not sure. I'll have to get you to ask him for me, or get him to text me a message when he's on doing his live, before he does his live. I am fine, Luan. So is Arlene. She's just put CJ down for to log. Yep, the little boy was running around. CJ's been up all day. Arlene just saying hello to you, Luan. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm good. But we've been busy going in with Arlene this morning, taking CJ with us into Arlene's work, and then because she didn't start till 10, and then I got back here around about nearly on 11 o'clock this morning, and then I had to go back in and pick up Arlene around about, what was it? Just after 1, I think. We will, Luan. Thank you. You're welcome, Luan. Salamat po, Sisi. Well, Arlene and Luan and Jamcat, I'm going to say good night because I'm beat. I think I will be doing a live stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'll have a live stream up and doing 11 o'clock Australian time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. So if you'd like to join us, come tomorrow. I just changed my mind. I will be doing one tomorrow, 11 o'clock Australia time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. No worries, we will. Thanks, Luann. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing a live stream tomorrow night, guys. I think, I'm not sure. Are you doing a live stream, Arlene, in Daylins tomorrow night? So we'll probably see everybody tomorrow night here. Jamcat, good night. Luann, Journey, good night. Say good night to Jay for me. Ronaline, good night. Arlene in Delines, good night. Koto Han, good night. Thank you for coming, Koto Han. British expat in the Philippines, good night. Jane Spink, good night. Nitty Chigs, good night. Sweetie. Jamcat, good night. Love you, girls. Adrian Gibson, good night. A Brit in the Philippines, good night. Apple Kisses, good night. See you tomorrow night, hopefully. And we'll catch up with everyone again. Take care. Mahal kita. This has been Scott, expat in the Philippines. Take care. Sweet dreams. Love you. Bye.